Hi dears, today we will talk about the second lesson in our unit, the respiratory system. The human respiratory system. It is the system that provides the body with oxygen to get the energy which we need to be able to do the different activities during our day. And it will help us to get rid of the carbon dioxide gas. So, the human respiratory system, it is the system that provides the body with the oxygen to get the energy from the digested food and helps the body to get rid of the carbon dioxide gas. The respiration process. It is a process by which we can get the energy we need to do the different activities during the day from the digested food. So, we needed to take the energy from the digested food. In this process, the air rich in oxygen enters the two lungs, and the air rich in carbon dioxide and water vapor is released. Okay? So, you can notice that during running or exercising, you will find that the rate of the respiration process increases, right? To provide the body with the energy needed. During this process, the digested food and oxygen will burn and inside our body and will release the energy we need and water vapor and carbon dioxide. The energy is generated inside the body during the respiration process is very important to our body. The respiratory system consists of the first organ is nose, then pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, two lungs, diaphragm. Now you can repeat after me. Nose, 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 pharynx, 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 larynx, 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 trachea, 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 two bronchi, two bronchi, two bronchi, two lungs, two lungs, two lungs, diaphragm, diaphragm, diaphragm. There are two processes that take place during the respiration process. A. Inhalation process. B. Exhalation process. Inhalation process, it is the process of entering the air rich in oxygen into our lungs. While the exhalation process, it is the process of getting air rich in carbon dioxide and water vapor out of the two lungs. The respiratory system's organs. First, the first organ is the nose, where the air rich in oxygen enters the body or the two lungs. So it's important to breathe through the nose. Why? Give reason. I will tell him because my nose has hairs and mucus. Mucus is a sticky substance or sticky matter. We can find it inside our nose, which help us to filter the inhaled air from any dust or microbes and before entering the two lungs to prevent the infection of any disease. B. Blood capillaries or blood tiny tubes, which help us to warm the inhaled air before entering the two lungs. Second, pharynx. It's a common cavity or opening between the respiratory system and digestive system. So we can find it in both systems, respiratory and digestive. Third, larynx. It is called the voice box. It contains our vocal cords which help us to talk. The larynx has epiglottis. Epiglottis acts like the doorman, closes the larynx during the swallowing of the food to prevent the food from entering our trachea. So if he asked us, give reason why larynx has the epiglottis, we will say the answer will be because it closes the larynx during the swallowing of the food to prevent the food from entering trachea. Second, pharynx. It's a common cavity or opening between the respiratory system and digestive system. So we can find it in both systems, respiratory and digestive. Third, larynx. It is called the voice box. It contains our vocal cords which help us to talk. The larynx has epiglottis. Epiglottis acts like the doorman, closes the larynx during the swallowing of the food to prevent the food from entering our trachea. So if he asked us, give reason why larynx has the epiglottis, we will say the answer will be because it closes the larynx during the swallowing of the food to prevent the food from entering trachea. Fourth, trachea. It is a tube which is located in our thoracic or chest cavity. Inside it we can find tiny hairs which is called cilia, covering its internal surface. Its job or function to sweep out or get rid of any dust or strange objects may enter the trachea. So trachea can also filter the air from the strange objects or any dust by the help of the cilia. Fifth, lungs. The two lungs are located inside our thoracic or chest cavity, surrounded by the rib cage or bony cage to protect them. Each lung is filled with alveoli or tiny air sacs, which are surrounded by a network of blood capillaries, tiny blood tubes. So, give reason. Each alveoli inside our two lungs is surrounded by a network of blood capillaries. The answer will be to allow the gas exchange between the alveoli and the tiny blood tubes or the blood capillaries. Sixth, diaphragm. It is a muscle that separates the chest cavity from the abdominal cavity. We can find it under or below the two lungs. It has important role in our respiration process. The gas exchange. It occurs or happens inside the alveoli. It is a process that takes place or happens between the air inside the alveoli and the blood capillaries. It happens in two steps. First one, oxygen gas passes from the alveoli to the blood capillaries. Second step, the carbon dioxide gas passes from the blood capillaries to the alveoli. So, he can ask us, give reason. Alveoli and blood capillaries have thin walls to allow the gas exchange. If the blood capillaries and alveoli have thick walls, it will not allow the gas exchange between them. Activity number 1. To prove that the exhaled air is rich in carbon dioxide gas. Pass the exhaled air through a cup or test tube which is containing lime water. Lime water, it's a liquid which helps us to prove the presence of the carbon dioxide. You will observe that the color of the lime water turns into milky. So we can conclude that the exhaled air contains carbon dioxide gas. Activity number 2. That proves that the exhaled air is rich in water vapor. Put a mirror in front of your mouth, then exhale on its surface. You will observe the formation of water droplets. So we can conclude that the exhaled air contains water vapor. Now we need to know how to keep the respiratory system healthy. First, avoid smoking and smokers. Don't sit beside any smokers. Second, avoid being in crowded places. Third, having or eating fruits rich in vitamin C, such as oranges or guava, to protect you from cold. Fourth, keeping off or away from the severe cold. Severe صح severe cold. باظ الأوديو ما شاء الله عليك. Severe